when should you upgrade to Town Hall 9? If you're having trouble thinking about upgrading to Town Hall 9 and worrying about not being upgraded enough, then this video may help you decide. First of all, guys, may I give a shout out to Ragnar for this awesome attack against Drew. And he's the #1 player, and it was a 3-star, as you did see. So big shout out to him. That was clearly a very good attack. May I just say, Ragnar, if you are watching this video. So first of all, you got to remember when you go to Town 9, there's a lot of stuff you actually get, such as you get 2 expos. You get some. I can't just remember it all, guys. So do beg my pardon for not knowing exactly what you get. But all I know, guys, is that you do get a lot. So you just have to be prepared and you just have to be active. That's the biggest thing, guys. You could be the most upgraded Town 8 base ever, but if you're not active enough, guys, you are going to get attacked more than you raid, leaving you basically helpless. So, one thing I can suggest before you go to Town Hall 9. So, at Town Hall 8, I would suggest you push up your trophies to at least Gold 2. Now, if you actually do it to Gold 2, then you are going to be getting attacked by Town Hall 9s, but they're not going to take quite as much loot. So for the sake of a couple of days of pushing, well, not really pushing because it's not really that far, but for the sake of that kind of time, you may as well do it at Town Hall 8, so they can't take quite as much loot off you, therefore saving you loot. Unless you're really that bothered. And another idea, guys, you could actually upgrade your Town Hall and then push while you're upgrading your Town Hall. See? Good idea, right? Just do that, and then you should be set really for a good run at Town Hall 9, and you should be a good league to find those inactives or maybe just storage loot. Okay, my second tip that will decide whether you should really be going to Town Hall 9. So, if you are a base that's completely maxed, then this doesn't really qualify for you because there's not much else I can say other than upgrade to Town 9. But if you're not quite maxed, maybe you got a couple of defences off and maybe you haven't done any of your walls. I'm not going to tell you to do all your walls and all your defences. It really is up to you, but in my opinion, I think you should definitely do all your defences. Meaning Teslas included in that. Walls, maybe not so much. But, excuse me, I would suggest getting at least all level 7 walls before Town Hall 9. This is because most Town Hall 9s are going to have all level 8, so you're going to look pretty bad and you're probably not going to defend very well if you don't have level 7 walls. Level 6 walls really don't look too good on a Town Hall 9. Ironically, the Town Hall 10 has level 6 walls. There you go. That just shows you it, doesn't it? So, see how bad it looks, guys. It really doesn't look too good. So, all your defences need to be maxed before I would say you should. Not me personally deciding for you, but that's what I would do if I was you. So, that's what I did, by the way, guys. I had 50 level 8 walls, which you don't actually need 50, I discovered, but I would personally go for more. Because it is quite annoying when you're at Town 9, you're farming level 8 walls. Now, please remember, guys, that you're not going to upgrade to Town 9 and suddenly realise loot gets bigger. Now, here's the big downside to upgrading to Town 9 that some people don't actually know, and that is that loot actually gets worse, and quite a lot worse, unfortunately. You are going to start having to attack for storage loot, because you really don't get those inactive bases that you got at Town 8. And obviously in Silver League, and etc, you're not going to really get Town 7s to attack. And if you do, they're not going to offer any loot. Now, this is because there is quite a big loot penalty, which you really do need to be aware of. And you do need to be very careful, because that will affect pretty much your entire of Town Hall 9, is the loot penalty. Please be warned of that, guys, and just don't stay in Silver League when you get to Town 9. That's why I say push before you actually get there. My second sorry, maybe my third tip right now, I'm blabbering on a bit, is to make sure your elixir troops are all maxed. And there is like absolutely no exceptions to that. Every single elixir troop should be maxed before you go to Town 9. Because if they are not, you really struggle really badly to actually raid up at Town 9s and occasionally even Town 10s. So all your elixir troops need to be maxed. Dark elixir troops, I would suggest having level 3 minions and level 3 hogs, at least, maybe. Level 2 golems are not really needed, but you can if you really want. Now, if you do not have all your walls and you really do want them all, please be more, I'll be more than happy to see someone go through all their walls. It really is impressive. You can have all those level 8 walls at Town 8. It really is impressive, guys. So, if you really can, then really do it. It will really show your skill level to other people, and it will scare them off attacking you. It does happen, guys. I get scared from attacking people that have level 8 walls. Just because they look scary, they may not be scary, and they may not have a hard base to attack, but they just look scary. So definitely get those level 8 walls if you want. My last and final tip, doesn't remember since, but yeah. My final tip is you really need to make sure your base could handle it. So, say in my head, I see this base right now, and I'm going to imagine it being Town 10. So I've got, let's just have a look at what I've got right here. Excuse me. Let's just go across. So 33 level 9 walls. Now, I've got to think to myself, is that really enough for a Town 10 base? That's not really gonna suit a Town 10, is it? 33 level 9 walls. You just got to imagine, guys. It's all about imagination and whether you can actually imagine your base to be a Town Hall 9. So, it's like me imagine this base as being a Town Hall 9, but with a Town Hall 10 and other defences upgrading, and whether I think that I could handle some defences, or whether I think I would get bored. So if you're very active and you can farm up all your defences, then definitely go to Town Hall 9 as soon as you have all of what I've just said. But if you really want Town Hall 9 and you don't have all that I just said, then if you really have to, guys, do upgrade to Town